record?
Hello everyone, this is MykeCheck'd 95 with my cohort.
Krieger Margin 1.
And this is MykeCheck'd Productions with, again, we're changing our background setting and now every video now. And our last video we covered our ranking of the Predator series, also got our quick thoughts of Predator 4 from Krieger Margin. And we are now going to get our second to last video when it comes to the Alien and Predator series. We are now coming together to rank all 12 movies in the Alien and Predator series.
The likelihood of us agreeing on all 12 is very low.
Very low. These series of movies, I wouldn't say it was a bumpy ride like Resident Evil, because there were some that were actually really good, and then there were some that were like meh, and then there were some that were like really, really bad.
Bro, it's like my biggest problem is the thing I like about series are they connect well, and these movies did not connect well.
No, they did not. Even the only two that really connected that supposedly well were the AVP films, and it still didn't make any fucking sense.
I feel like I just watched the same two movies remade 6 times each.
I mean, pretty much.
I know the math doesn't equal out, but
with different genres, in different genre styles too. Well, let's get into our rankings. Let's get with our number 12. What's your what? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I went first on the last one. I'll let you go first.
All right. So out of all 12 of these films, I actually had a very, very difficult time trying to rank what was the worst film and what was the best film. And I had to pick between 2 movies to make my number 12, because there were 2 movies in all these movies that I absolutely fucking hated, and there was one movie that I hated a little bit more than the number 11, and it was because how it was filmed. And if you know my history, number 12 is Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I hate the movie because it's stupid, it's shot bad, it's acted bad, it looks like somebody took a shit and threw it on the fucking TV screen for an hour and a half.
And here was Mike's rating for that film.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. I am done talking about this film. This film gets a 0.5 out of 10. It gets a 0.5 because the Predator actually looked like he knew what the fuck he was doing, but everything else is so fucking bad.
Okay, so this is one that we do agree with each other on. I put AVPR as number 12. I felt like that was painfully awful movie.
But in your review, you said you actually enjoyed it, and you gave it a 5 out of 10, and then you turn around and say it's like the worst of the entire series.
Yeah.
And it's ranked higher than...
Mike, I think you got 2 things wrong there. I said I enjoyed it. I gave it a 5 out of 10. If I enjoyed it, it would have been 7 or above. I rated it what it was, which was okay.
I rated it higher than I thought it should have been, just to piss me off.
And then I said it was good to piss you off, but I rated it fairly. I didn't rate it any higher just to piss you off.
Just take the 5 and move it behind 1 decimal point, and that's what it is, a 0.5. Number 11, the other film that I absolutely fucking hated in this. Actually, there was like 3 I hated in this thing. My number 11 is The Predator 2018.
First disagreement.
Which is weird that I put this at number 11 as much as I hated the other film. That's going to be my number 10. But I have my reasons why, and I'll explain it at my number 10. But The Predator, it's obvious. It went through reshoot hell. I feel like it was unnecessary. It basically took the concept of Predator and tried to new age, new metal, new generation it, and it didn't work.
So the reason why mine is different than yours is because, okay, sure, some of that stuff was bad from the Predator. That's bad. But it is not as bad as how fucking god-awfully slow AVP, the original one, is. And that's why I put that at number 11. AVP's slowness and how bad it was with bad build-up, for me, is much worse than Predators, or The Predators.
Predator 2018.
Yeah, 2018. I would rather fucking watch paint dry than watch AVP again for the rest of my life.
So that was our number 11's. Number 10, there is a
You're definitely not going to agree with me on this.
You're probably going to wonder, why is this film above The last two.
I'm-
I trashed this movie when we reviewed it. But in all reality, looking back at the movie and reviewing it and getting all the footage that we collected from it, I actually enjoyed the stupidity and the god-awful obnoxiousness from one character in this film, as bad as his character was. And number 10 is Alien Resurrection. Can you guess which character I decided to say I actually enjoyed as much as I hated the movie?
Which one?
Ron Perlman. He's a dumbass. His character is written so bad, but at the same time, he's funny. I mean, he's sitting there waving a goddamn knife on a balcony. Here's the clip, acting like a goddamn monkey.
So,
That's his introduction in the movie.
so I think that one was terrible, but I don't think it was number 10 bad. Now, this one I think we're definitely going to disagree on here as well. Again, because this is one of the movies, alien movies, that like you really like and I really fucking hate. My number 10 is Prometheus. I hate Prometheus. I ripped it into it on this review if you'd like to watch the full bit. But Prometheus for me is the worst alien movie that they've made.
I know you explained it in your Alien review and our series ranking and whatnot, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know you said you hated how the engineers looked and whatnot, the big white people.
You know why? The top grossing movie of all time is Avatar.
Yes.
I hate Avatar for the same reason I hate Prometheus.
It's okay. I just did that for shock value. Because a lot of people like that movie for some reason.
I've never met a person that said, "Wow, I like Avatar," but then nobody else has put more money into that goddamn movie in the entire history of the world. So,
Yeah.
fuck it. I was not confused by the story whatsoever.
Was it just how they delivered it, pretty much?
Yeah, they could have made that movie so much better. And the thing about the older Alien films are, in Predator, you give them some slack because they're older. That means the ones that are newer should be phenomenal with all the access to technology and better acting that we have today.
Yeah.
And the fact that they did not deliver with that, in my opinion, that's why it's rated so low.
My number 9 is the first AVP. And for me, it's just, there's nothing special about it at all. It shouldn't exist. It's got better fight scenes than AVP are. You can see what's going on, but it's so fucking boring. I could probably put that movie on and go to bed.
My number 9 is Alien 3.
Just that.
Alien 3 is bad. Moving on.
Just that. See, and that this is where this is where the flip flop comes in. I put number 8 with Alien to the Third Power, and that's because since we watched the special edition of it, the second half of the movie. See, everyone hates Alien 3.
Everyone, that's all you have to say. Just stop
For
right there.
how it
Alien,
starts.
everyone hates Alien.
For how it starts, but for me, like if they would have just kept it how it was in the second half of the movie and not fucking make it look like dog shit in the first half, then it would be a lot higher in this ranking. But
Literal
this
dog
this
shit.
this is a film for me where like I don't know where to place it. I'm still indifferent about it. I'm still, to this day, months later, I still don't know what to do with this movie. It's still a 5 out of 10 for me. But I don't want to go out of my way and watch it again. But it's just it's
I don't want to watch
it's fucking weird.
any of
It's
these
it's
movies.
just fucking weird. I'm just saying, Alien 3 is fucking weird. You're number 8.
8. Alien Resurrection.
Why is it that high? I feel like that's too high.
I was trying to decide between the multiple piles of shit that we have.
There's a lot of piles of shit.
And, I mean, if you look between Prometheus, Alien 3, it's probably higher in my list than it would be in your list because I don't like Prometheus, so it just bumps up the stack.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Alien Resurrection is better than Prometheus.
I want to say from my number 3 to number 7, this is where it got very, very difficult because from 7 on, I like all these movies. But from 3 to 7 was very hard because they were like very close, very like hairline thin, like between on my likability of it.
To me?
And my number 7, I love this movie. It probably sounds fucking wild that it's this low on the list to you, but my number 7 has to go to Predator 2.
Predator 2?
Yeah.
For number 7?
Out of from 3 to 7, out of those 5 movies on my list, it's a number 7.
So I'm still piling up the shit on my list because I didn't start enjoying the films until like 4 or 5. So my number 7 is the Predator from 2018, the newest one.
What? That is too high. No.
I liked it. I liked it more than Resurrection and Alien 3. That was bad. Prometheus was bad. AVP, AVPR was all bad. My thing with Predators from 2018 is I slightly liked it. I didn't slightly like any of the other movies that are below it on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I had some things from it that I enjoyed.
Number 6. My number 6, I have to go to Prometheus. I mean, I like the film and everything,
It's
but it's why it's so low in this these number 12 of movies and everything. I think for me, it's the runtime. Really, I really enjoy it, but I think out of all the Alien films, this one is really fucking slow, but it's good. But I feel like it's just slow. There's a lot to unravel in the movie, and it's dragging through the moment. It's trying to explain it, which it's slow build, but it's
Gary used to though. My number 6 is, I already said it. Oh no, I didn't. Adrian Brody's Predator 3
Ah, interesting.
puts me at number 6. I will start liking the films after.
I am in my top 5, and I'm still in my hairline movies that were really close, cut close, whatever. My number 5 is Predators, or Predator 3. Again, I've said it 1,000 times, I enjoy it. It gets too much flack. It needs to iron out some things, but it's really enjoyable. And like I want a sequel to this movie so bad because it had potential in my eyes.
My number 5 is the original Alien.
Okay, I'm not gonna freak out on you because I know who you are, but I know some people will be like, why? I know why.
Which we talked about in the original one and in the review of the actual Aliens. Is there's 2 schools of thought between Aliens, which is better,
Mm-hmm.
and which one you like overall better. So I didn't like that. It was slow, bad. I hate the series Aliens.
My number 4 is Aliens, which I thought it's kind of funny I put Aliens above Predators. Funny enough, we had a review for this movie, but my recording equipment decided to hit the fucking graveyard that day. The recording of it somehow got fucked, and it was recording in like ×10 speed, and the audio got fucked up because we can't put our lights on the same splitter as the mics because it messes up. So, quick review on that one. For me, it gets an 8 out of 10, but Aliens is number 4 for me.
Funny enough, that is the second one on this list that we agree on. I put Aliens as my number 4.
What's your rating of the movie so we can just get it out of the way?
It's been so long. 7.2.
7.2? Okay. So, 8 out of 10, 7.2. Edit, Mike. Don't forget to put that in your Excel sheet. Okay, here we go.
This is going to be...
Here we go. This is where it's going to get really interesting. My number 3 has to go to the original Predator. That's my number 3.
That's a classic. Are you kidding
It is
me?
a classic, but you know...
The original Predator needs to be in the top 2.
I know, but this is where it's becoming a divided household. You're a Predator fan. I'm an Alien fan. I love Predator. It's really good and everything, but I if I had a choice, I would put Predator as a second choice when it came to picking in the series. But that's my number 3. Again, I don't hate it. I love it.
So, my number 3 is Predator 2.
Holy shit.
I really enjoyed Predator 2.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was slow like Michael said. I felt like it was well paced. It had some really good action in it. It made me feel like I was in the 90s again. He made me feel like I was an awkward child, flipping through channels, not understanding what's going on. That's basically my mindset because I was 5 during the 90s. I missed those times when I didn't have to think and I just saw the big black guy beating up, telling his boss to fuck off and then go beat up the alien.
Okay, here we go. We're down to our final 2. I'm starting to wonder what your number 1 is, honestly.
Now, the fact that... Now, I'm assuming that in your top 2, are they both alien movies?
Yes, they're both alien movies.
Okay, that's a disgrace. First of all, I felt like as an Alien versus Predator thing, they're so close together. I feel like they should both have a 1 and 2 slot.
Yeah.
Kind of depending on your preference on which one you like better. Well, it's actually I did the opposite. I like one better, but then I voted a different way.
My number 2 in this series is I love this movie to death, but there's still another movie on this list that I like so much more. Number 2 is the original Alien. We'll just end up with that.
Okay, so my number 2 is the original Predator.
Oh, here we go. And here comes the hate mail because I think we know what our number 1 film is on this entire series. And people are going to hate on us for this. Out of all the movies, why do we like...
Before we get to that.
Why? Okay, share your thoughts.
I like Predator better than I like Alien.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And that's why I put Predator as number 2.
Jokes
because
aside.
it is the only film throughout this entire series for me that is an instant classic.
Yes.
I don't think Alien was an instant classic, which a lot of people disagree with me on that. I don't think any of the other movies were ones that are considered classic. But I mean classic, imagine in 20 years there's a high school class, or actually right now you could probably do it, and there's an art appreciation class about movies. If I was a teacher, I would pick Predator 1 to say, hey, this is how you make a movie.
I think you technically probably grew up with Predator more since you saw Predator 2 a lot. I think I watched the Alien films first. That's probably why I go to Alien first and you go to Predator first.
Yeah, and I watched Predator 1 and 2 growing up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Ventura.
Make that Tyrannosaurus line so many times.
This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Goddamn, that is ingrained in my mind. When I see somebody who is a big burly dude with a mustache chewing, I'm just like, that's Ace fucking Ventura right there, buddy.
No, not Ace. This is Ace Ventura. You mean Jesse Ventura. God damn.
Again, a kid, 5 years old, that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay, all right. Let's just get this out of the way. I'm ready for the hate to come.
The number 1 movie
for both of us
is Alien Covenant.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. For me, here's the thing. This is probably one of the most hyped films for me that I ever saw.
It's the most well done.
It's the most well done. I remember waking up at 6 in the morning at my parents' house and getting on YouTube because I couldn't sleep. And the very first video that popped up on Christmas morning was the trailer for Alien Covenant. And I thought that was one of the best fucking Christmas presents I ever got as a very young adult, because I was like, this is gotta be, and I was counting the goddamn months, the days for this film to come out, and to this day, I don't care what people say, Alien Covenant is so fucking good.
For me, one thing that impacts on how well it is how much they did with the story, that the god-awful shit pile Prometheus was, and then they actually made it into something worthwhile to watching. Better than the original Predator film, in my opinion.
And it's kind of funny though, looking at Covenant and Prometheus, like it's that the two films are very divided, because usually the people who really love Prometheus absolutely fucking hate Covenant, and you're on the other retrospect of it as you hate Prometheus but you like Covenant. So
I don't think I've ever met anybody that would not like Covenant. If you are, comment below so I can talk shit on you.
Comment below if you don't like Alien Covenant, and we will have a civil discussion with you and whatnot. I will not comment or talk to anyone who wants to have a rage argument on the internet.
I will sign
that's his job.
I will sign into my personal account and I will talk shit on every single one of you. If you were to rate the Alien and Predator universe,
As a whole?
As a whole, I put it as a 5. Because I don't think it connects well at all. Again, it seems like a bunch of different movies and the same kind of thing. I'm watching the same 2 movies over and over.
As a whole, there's a lot of films that hurt this series. About half of these movies for me hurt the series a lot. You gave it a 5, right? I am going to have to settle with a 6 because there are a few more films in this series that I enjoy that you either they say is okay or is bad, but I feel like when it comes to my opinion, I think a 6 is a respectable number to put this series at. But yep, that is our ranking of the entire AVP series. We are signing out.
For your margin 42.